radio. Oh yeah, I'm just so addicted, can't leave it alone. Streetz morning takeover, it's time to start the show. And I need to know that. I said I really need to know who's clapping. The voice you wanna hear when you wake up, on your ride to school or on the way to get your cake up. Yeah, from 6 to 10 we gon' get it in. Monday to Friday, all we do is win. Streetz morning takeover, it's on your radio. Oh yeah, I'm just so addicted, can't leave it alone. Streetz morning takeover, it's time to start the show. And I need to know that. I said I really need to know who's clapping back at each other, who's creeping, who's lovers, who's pregnant, who's winning, who's got hidden children, who knows? Streetz morning takeover, it's time to start the show. And I need to know that. I said I really need to know that. Yeah.
Young Jock in the Streetz morning takeover. Thank you for waking up with us, man. Young JLC, Miss Shanika, and shout out. It is a lot to talk about, man. I don't want to start your morning off with anything crazy, but guess what? We got to talk about the crazy coming up at the 20 because, yes, tensions between Iran and Israel are still on high alert. So we'll be talking about that. Also, the closing of the Diddy trial. We got to give y'all some updates. We didn't really talk about Diddy much yesterday, but we will today. All right? Now, Miss Shanika, there's a lot going on in the world, and you got it.
Coming up inside the Word on the Streets news, I got some news to share with you of my friend Monica and Brandy. Yes, they had a huge announcement, and I got to give you the update on that.
That is. Now, if you want to hear the craziest thing all morning long, Shawty, what should they come to?
Oh, come over here and holler at your boy Shawty. What my name is for the crazy report because it's coming up very shortly. It's going to be the craziest thing you heard all day, so I suggest you keep the radio right where it's at.
That is. Now, are you smarter than Young Jock? There's some money on the line. If you can prove that you're smarter than me and date Dilemma, man, look here, y'all. All you got to do is call us up, 1-844-YUNGJOC, and we'll give you $100 if we can help you eliminate your dilemma. All right? So much more coming up right here with Young Jock in the Streetz morning takeover.
Young Jock's Daily Jumpstart.
Fellas, I'm telling you, this will change your life. I know when women hear this, they're going to be like, but I'm going to tell you as a man, listen, when you take care of your children, when you pay your child support, God, your money come back tenfold. I promise you. My mama told me this, rest in peace to my dear mother, my beloved mother. She said, son, you a good man and you a good father. Let nobody else tell you no different. She said, but let me tell you something. As long as you take care of them kids, God will multiply your blessings. And I said, Mama, I felt like that. And that's why I've always done it. Not just because of that, I'm doing it to do the right thing. But when she said that, I started to notice that in my life, whenever I took care of my children, and that's every day, I would really, really be blessed. So, fellas, the Daily Jumpstart today is don't be afraid to do what's right. Take care of y'all kids, all right? That's Young John's Daily Jumpstart. Shout out to coming up next with the crazy report. You don't want to miss my boy. Keep it locked on this beautiful hump day.
Hump day.
Young Jock in the Streetz morning takeover.
Affirmations over real. You want your home. You want your... Young Jock's Daily Jumpstart.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streetz morning takeover.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Gloss Up. Every day we listen to the best damn morning show. It's Young Jock and the Streetz morning takeover.
That's right. And thank you for waking up with us. It is 20 after the hour. Now, the Diddy trial update. Prosecution rested their case. The defense asked judge for acquittal. A lot came out in this. Let's get into it.
Prosecution rested just a short time ago, and we are hearing from our teams inside the courtroom that the defense just asked for an acquittal, asking the judge to immediately find Sean Combs not guilty of all the charges, saying that the government has failed to meet its burden. The government's case has lasted more than 6 weeks. The jury has heard from 34 different witnesses over the course of 28 days. They have seen just really a mountain of evidence here. Hundreds of exhibits over the last several weeks. The defense will soon present their case.
I wonder what's the most scariest part of this process for him. Not knowing what you looking at, not knowing what you're up against, or right down to the wire when you could possibly be getting sentenced or leaving. You know what I'm saying?
You say what's the worst part?
What's the worst part of it all for him?
The worst part is going through it in the first place. The second part is probably waiting on that jury to come back.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right here at the end, down to the wire. Well, as we get more details, we'll share them. You know what I'm saying? Miss Shanika.
Yes.
So, there's a lot coming up this morning. I definitely can't wait to hear what you got coming up.
All right, but Shouter got that crazy report coming up, though.
Please believe it.
Oh, yes, next, man, the crazy report. So y'all stay right there.
Keep it loud, Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Yo, it's the craziest story you'll hear all morning. The crazy report is on right now. Shawty, run it down.
Run it down. What we about to do, man? That's what restaurant managers had to do. They had to run down a man who was going into restaurants and faking heart attacks. After his 20th heart attack, he was arrested.
This con man faked having a heart attack in 20 restaurants to avoid paying the bill. The Lithuanian scammed multiple restaurants in Alicante of up to 70 euro tabs before he was eventually jailed. During his performances, he would fall to the floor and clutch his chest in faked agony. A manager said it was very theatrical. He pretended to faint and slumped himself down on the floor. The man even requested medical attention for his fake heart problems and was only found out when he tried his skit twice at the same restaurant.
Wow, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. Now, let me tell you something. If I was a restaurant manager, heart attack or not, he would have woke up in the emergency room. I would have been standing right there to get the money. That's right. Guess what they locked him up for, Miss Shanika?
What?
They arrested him for cardiac arrest. And that's crazy. And you know I know crazy because I'm crazy. And crazy knows crazy. Hey, man, follow me on all social platforms at Shouted the Comedian. So we can all say that the fair number is 19. And shout out what my name is with the crazy report.
Now let's get into these national days.
All right, thank you, Shouter, for that crazy report. Let's get right into these national days, man. National Catfish Day, man.
That's what's going on.
Hope we get catfish. Yeah, man. National Day of Joy, man. That's a good day.
I need every day to be a day of joy.
I feel the same way, my brother. National Backyard Safety Check Day. Hey, y'all ladies, check your backyards, all right?
Yes, definitely.
Fellas, keep a padlock on your backyard.
Keep your backyard grass cut low.
Yeah,
yes.
Keep it cut low, because snakes be trying to go in.
Wow,
I mean, all kind of things, not just snakes. Armadillo. I didn't see all kinds of things come out of the woodworks during this summer.
I seen snakes. You seen the armadillo going there?
Yes.
Man,
Yes, they are like,
over there.
I've seen a couple of people post them on social media.
Man.
They are out.
No.
Put a padlock on your drawers. I'm in on your backyard.
Whoa,
let's get to celebrity birthdays. It's council season. Happy birthday to actress and producer Lala Anthony. What up, Lala? Steph Curry's father and former basketball player Dell Curry. Happy birthday, good brother. I wish you many, many more. All right, let's get into these local celebrity birthdays because they matter too, man. Let's go, DJ Swin.
It's about that time to wish happy birthday to our local celebrities. It's the birthday wish list with Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Turn me up. Turn me up.
All right, let's get into it. Happy birthday, Sarah Summer. What's up, baby girl? Portia Davis. Yeah, Corey Andrew. Happy birthday, Dexter Jones. Happy birthday to William Armstrong. That's what's up, man. Next hour, if we can help your dating situation, we'd love to help you and get you hooked up with $100 inside the day dilemma, courtesy of 1-800-ENGINE the Bethune Law Firm. Keep it locked. It's Young Jock in the Streetz Morning.
Get up.
Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. Thank you for waking up with us, man. Young JLC, Miss Shanika, and Shouter. Coming up, tensions between Iran and Israel are still on high alert.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
This is a war. We don't know how long this crisis will last.
All of the sites were, quote, completely and totally obliterated.
Thank you for waking up with us. Fragile Israel and Iran ceasefire is back in effect amid summit.
President Trump arrived in the Netherlands Tuesday for the NATO summit. En route, he announced that the ceasefire between Israel and Iran is back on track after a phone call with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The turnaround comes hours after the president, visibly frustrated, used profanity as he lashed out at both sides, claiming they violated the ceasefire he announced just the night before.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Yeah, and you jump in like, yeah, man, just get it over with. This is how it go. And then they be both mad at you, which is mad at us. What we gonna do next, Miss Shanika?
I have no idea. I'm bracing myself. I don't know what you're supposed to do when you go.
Hey.
Oh, my bad.
You probably won't even hear it.
I won't feel it. Do you think?
No.
Oh.
How's your kids? How's your wives?
Man, you crazy. What you got coming up, man?
Well, coming up inside the Word on the Streets news, plenty to talk about today as people are so excited about the announcement from Brandy and Monica on yesterday. Yes, they are hitting the road, Jack. Also, we got to get into this. DDG is asking the judge about supervised custody situation. And we got to get into Stefan Diggs, Cardi B enjoying some time together in this off season. And Summer Walker is going against the people again. Yeah, they still got something to say about your girl. Definitely keep it locked in right here. Word on the Streets news is coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
The mics are on and ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Word on the street, she be bopping, I need more. Yeah. Word on the street, screaming bite like on a moped. Word on the streets, I get it popping like a blackhead. Word on the streets, going down like Jock said.
It's Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover with Miss Shanika.
That's right. Let's get inside this Word on the Streets news and talk Brandy and Monica. They're speaking on rebuilding their relationship after years long of feuding.
It just finally felt like the right time, and I'm just so honored to be here. I'm so honored to be sitting next to you. You look like Monica, darling.
Brandy, you said it was a dream come true?
It was a dream come true. This idea was just monumental in 98, and I just wanted us to just do everything with the song, and finally we get a chance to do that, and I'm excited, and I just can't wait.
It's a musical marriage. When you start to go on a tour, especially of this caliber, we have to talk about everything.
All right. Yes, it was definitely time to talk. I want to say that everybody put their big girl panties on. I've said it before. I've been a friend of Monica's since I was 15 years old. And boy, they really didn't like each other. And it was never over a guy. It was just, all the antics and people being in your ear in that same peer group, in this music industry. Anywho, they are going on a 24-city tour starting in Cincinnati, October 16th. And hitting spots like ATL, Brooklyn, Los Angeles before wrapping things up in Houston on December the 7th. Now, on this tour, you got Kelly Rowland, Money Long, and recent American Idol winner, Jamal Roberts. Now, that was a shock to me to have Jamal Roberts, especially since he was really gospel. But I think that it would be a good look for him to open. I guess, in the role that he's in. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I could have thought of a couple of more people that they could have put on there. I guess, I don't know. Is Ashanti pregnant? No, anyway. Maya, somebody. Anyway, so the stars popped out, it looks like, for Paris Fashion Week. Beyonce and Jay-Z attended the show. Pharrell gave them a bag from the new collection. Pusha T and his wife, Virginia, and his son, Nigel. Also, Pharrell's wife and kids were there front row, and they all look just alike. I think they got triplets, like an older son that looks just like Pharrell, and then they have triplets, like it's a girl and two boys. Here, DDG has asked a judge to let him visit Halo in Italy while his mother supervises. That girl ain't got time for that. She ain't got time to watch you, her baby, and then handle her business, okay? Anyway, so if approved, they will need to have a third-party monitor because Hallie believes Tanya, DDG's mom, is enabling DDG's abusive behavior, and she will feel more comfortable with a professional monitor present. So, wow, we'll see how that plays out. So much more to talk about coming up inside the Word on the Streets news. You definitely don't want to miss it. Cardi B and her new man out on vacay. Find out the surprise that he pulled out for her. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in it. I just had to say that. Anyway, Word on the Streets news is coming up next hour.
That's right. Hey, man, I want to know what it is, how you feeling right now. We got to talk about it. When you think about everything that's going on, Iran, Israel, we could be on the brink of a possible World War III. What would be in your survival kit? What's the must-have that you got to have in your survival kit?
That fire.
That 5?
I ain't talking about that 5 pound. I'm talking about that 5.
I get you. 1-844-986-4562. Let it be known. Tell us right now. If we were at war right now on U.S. soil, what is a must-have that you have to have in your survival kit? Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
This is a war. We don't know how long this crisis will last.
All of the sites were, quote, completely and totally obliterated.
Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover, man, as we have been giving you daily updates and around-the-clock updates on the tensions between Israel and Iran, we kind of came across this trending topic. People always say, you got to be prepared if anything pops up, and everybody's like, yeah, I'm going to get my survival kit. I'm like, well, what's in your survival kit? What's a must-have in your survival kit?
Green, definitely smoke.
Gotta have smoke.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte, that's good for you. You know what I gotta have?
Tell me.
I need to have a firearm.
Okay.
A magnifying glass.
Okay.
Just in case lighters don't work or you know how to start a fire.
You ain't got no smoke, though.
Still ain't got no smoke. And I want me some golden grams. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta have golden grams. Miss, I think you know what's in your survival kit.
Gummies, water. I love a good sunflower seed. I'm good for that.
Make sure I have some Evian water and a good Gucci bucket.
I know what people in Detroit will want.
What people in Detroit want?
They want to put a whole Coney Island in their survival kit.
Detroit, they're gonna have to have a high quality fur coat or a good coat. They gotta have the bus with a 2-way radio on it.
The Cartiers. In Chicago, they gotta have bulletproof vests, definitely.
That's crazy.
Yeah. In New Orleans,
New Orleans,
bulletproof vests.
New Orleans, they gotta have, which I think said they gotta have
some crawfish,
some Jabot jeans, and some etouffee.
And of course, they gotta have beignets.
You know what's so funny? If I'm lying, God can take my life. I knew you was gonna say beignets.
So what would they do? What would they?
I did. No.
That was so dramatic of you.
It was because I was finna say beignets. The only reason I know beignets from New Orleans is because of you. That's why.
Really?
I know beignets from New Orleans, but I never knew how important they were. And then when we go eat breakfast, we talk about the beignets. It made me realize how important beignets were because they were never important in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I see the other places like New Orleans is very important.
What about Louisville? What would Louisville need? Some jockey boots for the derby, a derby hat.
Kentucky gave me mixed vibes, but I definitely loved Louisville. It has a lot of culture there, first and foremost, but I don't know.
Why did you say loved?
Well, the last time I was there, I haven't been invited back.
I just want to make sure they don't think you say you don't.
Can somebody invite me to their cookout this summer or something?
Wow. I knew it. Hey, man, y'all call us up this morning. We want to know from you, what's a must-have in your survival kit if we were to go to war? All right? Call us. The number's 1-844-986-4562. I can't wait to hear what y'all got to say, man. It's Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
This is a war. We don't know how long this crisis will last.
All of the sites were, quote, completely and totally obliterated.
Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. We're back at it on this beautiful hump day, man. We're talking about the tensions between U.S., Iran, and Israel. Some kind of way we got interjected. We interjected ourselves into this. But hey, if World War III happened to touch down today, if it happened to happen and things took place on U.S. soil, what's a must-have in your survival kit? Norfolk, Virginia.
We're going to bring them some side dudes for when they men out to sea. That's survival. It's the ultimate survival kit, isn't it?
A side man.
A side dude while your man out to sea.
We're in a lot of cities where they have a lot of mixed people.
Oh, yes, mixed military people. All right, Chattanooga, Tennessee, they need 3 teeth to go with the 4 they got. So they can be able to choose some steak.
Oh, my God. In Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Is it Usher from Chattanooga?
Well, Chattanooga is where I used to have to go to see the aquarium before.
We got ours.
Yeah. I always remember the Chattanooga Choo Choo. It's a hotel, and like they got like box carts where you can sleep in. Mm-hmm. And I would always go to Rock City, Fat Man Squeeze.
Savannah, Georgia. I don't know. It feel like our cousins are there.
Savannah, in their survival kit, they got to have all green outfit for St. Patty's Day because they gotta have some liquor because they like to drink and good seafood.
Yeah, and it's suntan.
Shout out to the Geechies.
The ATL, the survival kit for ATL, you got to have hookah tips.
In ATL, you're gonna have some money.
Got to have a scam. You got to have a few credit cards, a few pieces.
And they ain't even got to have your name on it.
And a plan B.
And a plan B. And
a nice car.
You're going to have a 10-piece lemon pepper, all flats. Lemon pepper hot, all flats. And that goes for Columbus and Albany, too. That's right, 219. Yeah. Y'all call us up, 1-844-986-4562. What's a must-have in your survival kit, especially if you're from somewhere other than where we are right now? If you're from another place, I want to know what's in your survival kit.
It's Teresa. Good morning. And my survival kit is walkie-talkies. I have canned goods, everything to make a campfire, wipes. I mean, everything that you need. Already ready. Goggles.
You sound like you stay ready.
My friend told me one time, she was like, you got all this stuff in your survival kit? And I'm asking her, like, what's in the survival kit? Batteries, anything you can think of that you need. Portable chargers.
Where you from?
I'm originally from Florida. I've been in Georgia since '93.
My name is Quita. I'm calling from the west side. Oh, my goodness. I got some of everything. I got a flashlight, battery, lighter. I got a fire starter. I have dry food sorter. But the main thing about it is, this the last war, World War III. We need to be getting our spirit, man and woman, ready for whatever, because Trump, he is tripping. He is definitely tripping. Yeah, straight like that. We just got to get our spirit, woman and man, ready for whatever.
With a name like Quita, I just knew you were going to say some starch.
Yeah, well, I got that too. I got flour, make some bread, you feel me? I love y'all. Y'all be keeping it so real. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
All right, thank you. We definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. But I want to say this in all seriousness, because there's this rhetoric going around, the stereotype that we don't take anything serious. And I got to say this right now, we could be possibly on the brink of World War III. People hear this like, no, it never happened. That's like a movie in Hollywood. Well, we do have some real seriousness on the front lines. And I just want y'all to be mindful that we're not playing about this. This is just something to actually plant a seed. Get your survival kits together, y'all. Because half of y'all couldn't survive without your cell phone. If satellites went down right now and we could not use our cell phones, no cell towers, a lot of us would be doomed.
I just had an epiphany, Jock.
What?
I think that we are on the brink of World War III. And we heard Donald Trump say that a couple of weeks ago. He want World War III so he don't have to leave office.
Well, I got scared because my epiphany happened when he first said, if you vote for me, you'll never have to vote for another president again. I was like, that means it's going to be over with after you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm never leaving.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, that's a dilemma in itself. But coming up, there are people who have dilemmas in their dating lives, and we're here to help them eliminate the dilemmas. There's a lot of D words in that day dilemma situation. 1-844-986-4562. Call us up, man. We can help you get this $100. It's all courtesy of 1-800-Engine the Bethune Law Firm, baby. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
No matter what I do, all I think about is you.
You are now listening to The Date Dilemma with Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. If you got a dilemma, they got a dilemma, which means we got a dilemma. It's The Date Dilemma. Who's on the line this morning?
Charles, man. My son, he tripping, man. He got coochie whip, man, for real, man. It's that he got a little chick that he have, and he just got lays on the bills, all of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't keeping up with himself. He's always involving his stuff with the lady, and I wouldn't have no problem with that, except the simple fact he losing the responsibilities.
So y'all live together?
Nah, not at all. He live on his own.
Okay. All right. Well, how you know he behind on his bills?
I get notifications in mail and stuff like that. When he behind on bills and stuff, he calls me.
Okay.
And you say it's the lady. She got him whipped. The girlfriend.
The girlfriend got him whipped.
So your son, you want to tell him this morning on morning radio that he need to walk away from what he considers the love of his life.
Exactly. He need to walk around and step up and become a man. And because I don't have no problem until the point when we not handling his manly duties.
Okay. Now this is gonna be interesting, but we up for the challenge. That's what we do. Now what's his name again?
Brandon.
All right, because Miss Shanika over here looking at us like we crazy as hell. So that means she feels some type of way about what you're saying.
I'm just trying to figure out why the daddy all up in the man business like that.
I mean, because he's a father.
And I do understand being a concerned parent, but also your son got to live. How old is your son?
25.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, old enough for you not to be in this business and old enough for him to start learning real life lessons.
That's going to be a hard lesson. So is this him and the lady?
Him and the lady and 4 other kids that's not his.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I would be calling for my son too. Don't do it. Reconsider.
I ain't know about them 4 kids.
I mean, life be life, man. I'm not judging nobody. Hell, I got hella kids. So, all right. We're going to see if we can get Brandon on the phone. All right, put your phone on mute. We'll cue you in when it's time. Nah, because I was saying that I've been judged before. I've had some girl, he got kids, he probably ain't no good. But then, even if the relationship didn't work, I was one of the best relationships he'd ever been in.
First, to say, I just found out Shawty got 3. I only thought he had 2.
I love my kids. Hate they mamas.
Hello?
Hey, good morning. May I speak with Brandon, please?
This is he.
All right, Young, with myself, Young Jock, Miss Shanika, and Shawty with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. We got a segment on our show called The Date Dilemma, Brandon, and we need to holler at you for a minute. You got a few minutes?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Cool, check game, man. We talked to your pops this morning, man. He told us he loved you dearly. God. You was his boy. Yep. He had some concerns, man, dealing with your dating life. And, we want to stay out of people's dating life, but
right.
Miss Shanika felt it to be a good idea that, we talk to you.
Hey, so are you currently dating?
I am.
All right. So what does that look like?
I mean, she's beautiful. Like, she's like the best thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, came out of nowhere, really fell on my lap. And she's got kids of her own, but, we doing our thing. It's the best experience I've ever had.
So do you have any kids?
Nah.
Oh, how many kids does she have?
4.
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay.
You don't need none.
Yeah, I know.
And you get along well with the kids?
They practically like mine. It's one that's a little older. He give me a little rough bit, but,
So do you get along with the fathers, too, or they're not around?
And they in and out.
Where do you see this relationship going?
To wherever I can take it to. Like, I just, right now I'm a little back on a few things, but, we try to make it happen. She looking for work, finding her niche, I guess I'd say, and I'm just out here making it do what it do for what I got my responsibilities out here.
Being a man in a man's world, huh?
Right.
But them ain't your kids, bro.
I mean, they didn't have to be here either.
I feel you. I don't have nothing bad to say about what you got going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think anybody got anything bad to say.
Yeah.
But I think your father was just concerned about your well-being in this particular relationship.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Yeah. Do you listen to your dad's advice?
I mean, when it's good.
But him telling you to come away from your woman with 4 kids that ain't yours is just not good advice.
I mean, this is my life to live. It's not his. I mean, nobody told him to stop doing whatever he was doing when he was my age.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you tell your daddy that he on the phone.
He on the phone?
Yeah, daddy.
You call the man daddy.
He's daddy.
Yeah.
Here's your son.
What's up, Pop?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, bro, you got to get out that relationship, man. So you got to step your game up. Be honest with you, bro. Because you got you up beyond. Because you 25 years old, man, and you too young being to be taken out the game like that, especially by a young lady with 4 kids. That's no stability, though.
You don't know what kind of stability we got in our household, Dad.
So what's your plan? Do you have a pretty good job? I mean, supporting a woman and 4 children and yourself, that's a lot.
I mean, I work in the warehouse system, so I make decent, but, it's hard work. She get her little stamps, and I get my check. We make it work.
And she smoke blunts all day and watch soap operas?
Nah, she don't smoke blunts all day. We got a hookah at the house, though.
She smoke hookah all day?
No, not all day.
Well, she got too many kids not to have found herself and what she want to do yet. So, Pops, at the end of the day, your point is to get your son away from this woman.
Yes, because you got a lot of stuff you need to build on your own, son.
All I want to say is, before we make any decisions, look, man, we all adults here. I want to say I salute you being a father and still being in your son's life. To Brandon, Brian, whatever your name is, I don't know. I mean, no disrespect in no kind of way, Brandon. I just want to tell you to, just take some time to just think about what your father telling you, because a lot of times we, as fathers, we've been made the mistakes ahead of time, just as our fathers may have already made mistakes before us. So before you completely sign off on your dad, give yourself some time to just think about your life, man, and the whole overview of where your pop's coming from, brother.
You need to do a background check.
Hey, man, I just got to ask you this before we get out of here, man. What is going to be, Brandon? You willing to listen to your dad's advice to at least give yourself some time to think about what you're doing, or you in it to win it 100%?
I'm in it to win it, man. Yeah. These kids, like I said, these kids ain't have to be here. I'm just trying to be a positive influence in their life.
Okay, say no more.
Sounds like you're number 5.
On behalf of 1-800 the Bethune Law Firm, man, y'all not going to get this $100, man. I pray that you guys can talk about your differences and get a better understanding of each other and what you mean to each other. That's as far as father and son goes. And
Dad, you tried, man. You tried, brother. That's all you can.
So our listeners, 1-866-YUNG-JOC. Keep it locked where you got it. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
That was the date dilemma with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Every day we locked in and we listening, man. We doing what we do. And this the #1 morning show. You see what I'm saying right here? It's the Young Jock morning show. You see what I'm saying? Streets Morning Takeover. Let's get it.
All right, let's get into this, man. Oh, my God. Okay. So, look, y'all. Date dilemma. A father's calling to talk some sense to his son. Now, what's his son's name? Brandon. He said he's behind on his bills because he is distracted by a woman that doesn't like that the woman he is with or has kids with, she don't like her. You know how it go. She's not with it. It's causing issues for him. Now, Miss Shanika, she don't mind. He basically, I feel like I don't know. I'm a little torn in the middle of this. What's your thoughts on this right here?
All right. Well, so the woman got 4 kids. She ain't got no job.
No job.
Brandon daddy ain't with it at all. He said Brandon only 25 and is too young to be tied down. So, yeah. Upon further review, I think Brandon is tripping. He then got geeked up off of that stuff over there. Apparently it's good.
Well, the woman said that the dad needs to stay out of the business.
I mean, I concur, but that don't need to be Brandon business over there with them 4 kids at 25 years old. That's a lot of motion going on.
That's a lot. You end up with one woman and they all be yours. That's how I go. Swing looking at me like, really? Yep, that's how I go. 1-844-986-4562. We want to hear what you got. Talk to me about this day dilemma.
Good morning. This is Ashley. How you all doing? I was with the young man when he said 4 kids. I was like, okay, I come with 3. But when he said 4 kids and no job, that's where he lost me at. You have 4 kids as a grown woman. Why do you have that many kids and no job, no financial support? She's definitely using that young man and no baby daddy to support. That's a no-no.
That's hell. It is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? They dilemma be high, they dilemma. Miss Shanika, what you got coming up, buddy?
All right, coming up inside the Word on the Streets news, we're going to talk Diddy, give you a Day 30 update, and we got to talk Stefan Diggs, Cardi B, enjoying a romantic getaway together, and Summer Walker is calling the people. She always like to go back and forth with the people. The people love to pick on Summer. Why? I don't know. We're going to get more into that coming up inside the Word on the Streets news. All right. In less than 10 minutes.
Word on the streets going down like Jock said.
It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover with Miss Shanika.
All right, let's get inside this Word on the Streets news and talk about it. Diddy trial, the update for today, okay? As things are resting, it seems that the defense asked the judge for an acquittal.
Prosecution rested just a short time ago, and we are hearing from our teams inside the courtroom that the defense just asked for an acquittal, asking the judge to immediately find Sean Combs not guilty of all the charges, saying that the government has failed to meet its burden. The government's case has lasted more than 6 weeks. The jury has heard from 34 different witnesses over the course of 28 days. They have seen just really a mountain of evidence here, hundreds of exhibits over the last several weeks. The defense will soon present their case.
All right. So they're saying that, according to LeJanae, formerly of the Shade Room, she posted that prosecutors are no longer arguing attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. Those are what I'm hearing not being argued. So we'll see how this plays out.
I read somewhere Judge Joe Brown was like, if the case ended today, I can see him getting 5 to 10.
Yeah, I'm definitely off top 5.
Yeah.
All right, so Stefan Diggs and Cardi B enjoying a romantic time in Europe.
Why this man got to stay in a castle? I'm talking about a real castle. Look at that. There's real crocodiles in there. I've been to him, like, every time I go to Europe, I can never go to Versailles, or I can never go see in England. He said, you want castle? I'll give you one.
Ooh, this is nice. Girl. All right, he about to be in it. All right, a castle though. All right, Stefan, you better enjoy that until she get back with Offset.
Man, that castle looks scary. It look a little dusty, but it's
they
a
gonna
castle.
be busy though.
Beautiful. But
they gonna be busy.
But it's in Europe and it's a castle.
At least we can't see their drugs. through those castle walls. Summer Walker calls people sensitive after she received backlash for posting an influencer with chicken legs.
I have so many DMs about this girl I posted with these roasted chicken thighs. I understand that a lot of y'all don't get my personality or my dark humor. I actually meant to post that on my spam page because the girls over there, they get it. I'm not body shaming. Like this generation sensitive as take me back to Bernie Mac.
I say what you scared to say. Sissy, homosexual. In the name of the Lord, get your punk ass out here right now. Suck it on Sunday.
Summer, nah. That booty was looking good, and then it started looking weird. So you can't do that now. Don't be talking about people. Leave it on your spam page if you do. Cause girl, they can roast you for days. I mean, come on now. Don't just give the people something to talk about for no reason. Anyway, that is the Word on the Streets news. I am Miss Shanika. It's all being brought to you by Bader Law. Bader Law, because you deserve the best. You could go ahead and hit them up at 404-888-8888.
Boom, there it is. Thank you, Miss Shanika, for that right there. Word on the Streets. Hey, coming up, man, we got the trending topic headlines. We got to talk about everything that's popping off this morning. We got to get into it. The economic blackout movement calls for national boycott of McDonald's, and much, much more. So make sure you stick around for more. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get right into this, Miss Shanika. And shouted, this economic blackout movement calls for national boycott of McDonald's after DEI rollback started yesterday and ending on June 30th.
Back in January, McDonald's announced it would stop setting goals to increase diversity in senior leadership. Now, the advocacy group, the People's Union USA, is organizing a boycott to protest the company's changes to its DEI initiatives. The boycott is supposed to last until next Monday.
Wow. Now, according to USA Today, this economic blackout is led by the People's Union and meant to target major businesses programs. McDonald's cut their diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives back in January, claiming that it was an evolving landscape. How many of these companies we gonna have to do that to? Because it's so many. Yeah, I guess you got to start somewhere, you know. But
yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
We targeted Target. Now we gonna go get Mickey D. We're going to go attack the best French fries you ever had. Most consistent. Unhealthy.
That's questionable.
Allegedly.
Man, come on, man. Who got fried better than McDonald's?
Checkers?
Definitely. If you're going to eat some fried grease, you might as well get the Checkers.
Checkers got a season on it.
Yeah,
like
Checkers go hard, even at the grocery store.
You guys are terrible. I just wanted to put that out there, man. Dang. All right, well, anyway. Miss Shanika, I heard somebody else was doing some things too.
Yep, JetBlue set to cancel all flights to and from Miami International Airport. Now, it's being reported by CBS News. The airline officially announced the termination of its services at the airport this week. Reports indicate that JetBlue staff were notified of this decision on June 20th, with changes set to take effect on September the 3rd. So they're saying that the director of JetBlue Corporate Communications explained, we recently made the decision to end a small number of unprofitable flights, including between Boston and Miami. Okay. That won't affect me.
Well, you said that won't affect me?
Nope.
It may not, but it could. It could, though. It could deter me.
I wouldn't be on JetBlue anyway.
Man, hey, you go to them gates, they be packed too now.
I'm sure. Not with me, though.
Ain't nothing wrong with JetBlue.
I didn't say nothing was wrong with it. I just said that is not my preferred airline.
I don't even be saying, what is your preferred airline?
Delta.
Then who? American or United?
Southwest.
Southwest?
My preferred airline is whoever got the cheap ticket.
No.
I don't like American, and I definitely don't like United.
What you like to say, Swin?
Well, you can fly Spirit to Miami from Atlanta, Georgia, between $77 and $100 in the month of July.
So there you go, Shawty.
I love Spirit,
You
man.
know they be lying. Southwest. That was Southwest. That was with that.
You know who I have? You know who I want to fight every day?
Who is that?
Frontier.
Frontier.
They be having the best prices, but them flights you might have to make 3 stops to get from Atlanta to Savannah.
They
It's gonna take you 48 hours.
Yeah, like that. Hold up.
You got a midnight flight, but you got to go all the way to Vegas.
Yeah,
come back to the East Coast.
It'd be like that. Hey man, we got so much more to talk about coming up, man. Y'all some of you probably heard about it. Carmelo Anthony has been charged with first-degree murder over a high school track meet stabbing death of Austin Metcalf.
Please be clear. This is not Carmelo Anthony, the NBA star who is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame in September. That's not him.
Carmelo with a K.
Man, damn. I was going to leave him hanging until they came and found out.
Don't do that.
Because that's how y'all did.
Do our friends like
Look, that's how it was on the call. We was like, wait a minute, Carmelo did what? Well, we're definitely going to talk about coming up. It is a very serious charge and a very serious matter. So I don't want to act like I don't want to come off like I'm laughing at it because it is serious again. But coming up, we're going to talk about it. So make sure you stick around for more Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Hey, what it do, man? It's your boy Roscoe Dash checking in, man. You got to know, man, every weekday from 6 to 10 a.m., man, I'm listening to the best damn morning show, dog. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Let's get it.
Good morning. First-degree murder charges have been brought against Carmelo Anthony. This is not Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player, but
This Carmelo with a K.
with a K.
Carmelo Anthony, the teen who was accused of stabbing and killing a fellow high school athlete.
17-year-old Austin Metcalf bled out in his brother's arms after the attack. Frisco, Texas police have said the incident stemmed from Metcalf asking Anthony to leave his team tent since he did not go to the same school.
The now 18-year-old accused of fatally stabbing another teen during an altercation. Well, this now 18-year-old Carmelo Anthony is going to really have to face these consequences. Indicted down in Collin County. Some places you just don't want to get indicted. He in Texas. These people saying he could be facing a possible sentence of 5 to 99 years. Man, we used to what?
Well, I mean, somebody died, but
no, I get it.
But on the other hand, there are circumstances dealing with this. He was in a tent. He was sitting down. He was confronted by some boys, I guess, who say that was their tent, and there was an altercation. So it ain't like he went looking for it. They came to him.
Well, in the Texas criminal justice system, 17 years of age is considered an adult. So he will be charged as an adult.
It's just sad circumstances all around. I mean, wow.
He has a lot of support from the black community. I think they released him on $1 million bond a few months ago, and the black community came together and went and got him.
Well,
so hopefully,
it's gonna be more to talk about. Be more to come. We'll definitely keep you in the know. Now let's find out. Are you smarter than Young Jock, man? You can call me up 1-844-YUNGJLC. That's 1-844-986-4562 for your chance to win a $50 gift card, and it's coming up at the 25. It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Taking the game's mine.
It's Are You Smarter Than Young Jock?
A king in his gang.
Only with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Who's on the line this morning? Sky, what up, brother? How you doing? You smarter than Young Jock?
Yeah, man.
All right, we're going to see. Let's see. I'm about to turn you over to Miss Shanika. What up, Shy?
All right, Sky, here are the rules. You have 10 seconds to answer each question. The first person to get all 3 questions correctly will be the winner. You guys cannot answer each other's questions, and you have to wait until I ask the full question and potential answers before you can give your answer, okay?
All right.
Sky, the first question is, President Trump signed an executive order granting TikTok how many more days to continue operation in the U.S.? Is it A, 90 days, B, 60 days, C, 30 days, or D, 120 days?
90 days.
You are correct.
Man, bro got ChatGPT open as you talk.
Nah, I was driving. That was too quick.
Young Jock,
Yes, ma'am.
which of these female recording artists hold the trophy for the highest grossing female tour of the year? Is it A, Billie Eilish, B, Sabrina Carpenter, C, SZA, or D, Beyonce?
I know this one only because I was her personal accountant. D, Beyonce.
Okay. You're correct. Sky.
Let's go, Sky. Sky kind of smart.
Okay, so Sky, Young Thug recently performed live for the first time in over 3 years. In which of these cities? Is it A, Atlanta, Georgia, B, Chicago, Illinois, C, Miami, Florida, or D, Detroit, Michigan?
Ooh, I'm just gonna go Atlanta.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, that is incorrect.
Oh, damn.
Young Jock, Young Thug recently performed live for the first time in 3 years. In which of these cities? A, Atlanta, Georgia, B, Chicago, Illinois, C, Miami, Florida, or D, Detroit, Michigan?
Only because I got people all over. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it was Chicago. That's my final answer.
3.
You are correct.
Thank you.
Young Jock.
Oh, damn.
Elon Musk chose to release the Tesla Roco taxi yesterday. In which of these U.S. cities? Was it A, Detroit, Michigan, B, Austin, Texas, C, Chicago, Illinois, or D, Charlotte, North Carolina?
Only because I visited this place so many times, and I know that they're a city for tech and IT. Austin, Texas.
2.
I'm sorry, Sky, but Jock won.
Damn.
You gotta get one every now and then.
Any shout outs this morning?
Nah, just my baby girl, Amina.
That's what's up. Shouts out to you, Amina. It's love from your papa, Sky, even though he lost today. He's a winner.
I take one every now and then.
He's a winner of those calls. Hey, man, we appreciate you listening, brother.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Test your wits. Test your knowledge for cash and prizes.
Taking the game's mine.
It's Are You Smarter Than Young Jock?
A king in his gang.
Only with Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Gloverilla, a.k.a. Big Glow, and I'm with my folks, Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. Let's go.
Hey. Good morning. Thank you for waking up with us. What up, Miss Shanique? How you doing this morning?
I'm great.
We got to get into this whole situation, Diddy. Got to get an update on it. Prosecutors no longer arguing attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. This comes after Shapiro, one of his attorneys, filed a motion for acquittal on Monday.
Prosecution rested just a short time ago, and we are hearing from our teams inside the courtroom that the defense just asked for an acquittal, asking the judge to immediately find Sean Combs not guilty of all the charges, saying that the government has failed to meet its burden. The government's case has lasted more than 6 weeks. The jury has heard from 34 different witnesses over the course of 28 days. They have seen just a mountain of evidence here, hundreds of exhibits over the last several weeks. The defense will soon present their case.
Now, it is amazing that when it was said that he would, not be getting out when he first was arrested, and they said the trial will come up at least within a year. Mm-hmm. Then you heard the trial was going to be an 8-week-long trial, and it just came by and went so fast, man. And he's waiting. Everything rests tomorrow. Final arguments, and each side will get 4 hours. So we're definitely going to be waiting to see how that's going to be. It's probably going to be like the OJ trial. A lot of people are going to be sitting around waiting for
the jury. Yeah, we're waiting on the verdict. We're waiting on it now.
Yeah, it's just sad, man, but it's happening. Miss Shanika, what you got coming up, friend?
Well, coming up inside the Word on the Streets news, we are getting ready for that NBA draft, all right? Going to tell you about some watch parties and so much more coming up inside the Word on the Streets news.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. It's about that time for the Love Doc Jock.
Help me help you, help me.
Come on. What's your problem?
And this guy will either help or hinder your relationship.
Who do I think I am? Why I tell people that?
Either way, he's a man for the job. It's Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Good morning, and thank you for tapping in. You're on with the Love Doc Jock. Who's on the line?
Hi, this is Tammy.
Hey, good morning, Tammy. How may I help you, sweetheart?
Hi, so I'm actually an event producer, and I have been creating this event, and I've made this connection with a partner, and it seems like things are kind of like going in kind of a relationship direction. Mm-hmm. So I want to know, should I lean into it or let it go?
Wait, so it appears that someone is taking an interest in you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're just trying to see, should you go with the flow or not?
Well, they're actually helping me put on my event.
Oh, You know, you got to ask yourself, you know, do you want to mix the two? You know what I'm saying? Because what's the reason to help you put the event on? Are they really truly helping you put the event on because it's a profit share, or they really respect what you're doing, or this is the sneaky, sly way of getting next to you by acting as if they want to help when they really just want to help themselves at a piece of you? You see what I'm saying? So you just got to ask yourself, are you willing to forfeit the friendship? That's what you got to ask yourself. Anytime you cross that line, that should be the first question. Am I willing to forfeit this friendship by default of dating? That's a good one, ain't it?
So you might have said something right there.
I'm serious, because a lot of times that's how I go. You know, if you don't really care about the friendship, you like, hey man, I've been wanting to smash you too, then go for what you know, baby. And that's the love, Doc Jock.
Period. Do you think that there's any way that you can have like a business relationship that makes it, or is it always messy?
It is, but y'all have to be open and honest, and you have to accept what comes with him and vice versa, or her, whoever it is, all right?
Period.
That's the love, Doc Jock. No, you're welcome. Thank you, sweetheart.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock and the Streetz Morning Takeover.
This is a war. We don't know how long this crisis will last.
All of the sites were, quote, completely and totally obliterated.
Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover. Good morning, good morning. If you're just joining us, man, Miss Shanika Shouter. We are very thrilled this morning because it's a beautiful day, for one, and we get a chance to talk to some very important people this morning. On the line, we have the former Speaker of the House, the U.S. House, Newt Gingrich, joining us. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, we're good. We're good. Glad to have you on the line this morning. Let's get right into it. You got the #1 New York Times best-selling book, and I want to know something from you right now this morning. When you call into urban stations like this, are you prepared for the questions that we may have for you?
Sure, of course. It's an open process. I am your guest, and you get to define what we're doing. Although I do try to get in the Trump's triumph, America's greatest comeback, so I can sell some books while we're doing it. But you can ask anything you want.
Okay, so
your book is Trump's triumph.
That is why he's on the phone this morning. This is what is going on. Okay, so when you say triumph, America's greatest comeback. Now, as you was writing this book, were you like already a fan of Trump's, or were you like friends of Trump? Like, I want to know, because our listeners may not know this.
Yeah, no, Cliff and I have known Donald Trump for a very long time. We belong to Trump National Golf Course. I'm about 2006 or 7, and we knew him long before he came down the escalator to run for president. So in that sense, I'd have to say that this is a book by somebody who supports Trump, but as a historian, it's also an effort on my part to explain what happened and what it means for the future.
All right. Why would you consider Trump's triumph the biggest comeback in America?
Well, he's the first president to lose office and win again since Grover Cleveland in 1892. He is the only candidate to both beat an incumbent president and then during the same year beat an incumbent vice president. So that makes it pretty remarkable. And, he survived 2 assassination attempts, 2 impeachments, 4 efforts to put him in jail, and he was still standing. I think that's a pretty remarkable story.
Is this a short read?
Well, it depends on how fast you read. It's about 260 pages, but I think that it captures your attention, and you'll decide that it's worth spending a couple hours with.
No, for sure. 260 is definitely a good read. That's a flight somewhere there while you're there and back.
That's right.
I listened to Trump, and I like some of his policies leading up, and then he just starts to spew some of this rhetoric, and a lot of people in our community think that President Trump and some of the things that he's red lighting or green lighting since he's been in office, he's trying to erase our heritage in the black community and move forward to forget about slavery and forget about everything that we've been through. What would you tell our people if that's our feelings toward Trump and you're writing a book this big up in him?
Well, I would say, first of all, that he has worked very hard to improve the lives of people in the black community, and particularly in the biggest cities where they have the greatest problem of crime and the greatest problem of no jobs. So I think Trump would say that trying to create a full employment economy, trying to give everybody a chance to go to work, and trying to make sure you can be safe in your neighborhood is important for all Americans, including African Americans. I would say, second, the president, I think, really wants to be president of all Americans without regard to their ethnic background, and I think that's a very important part of who he is.
When it comes to the people who once supported Trump, I mean, just days ago, weeks ago, months ago, last year, for those people who have jumped off of the Trump train for, different reasons. Some of his policies, some of his brashness, just in regards to how he handles business at times. Would you suggest this book to them?
Trump is the biggest change agent to serve in the presidency in modern times. And he clearly is trying to profoundly change things. And when you do that, sometimes you're going to make mistakes. Sometimes you're going to be clumsy. But that's just a fact. On the other hand, if you think that, for example, having dramatically increased our control of the border, on balance, Trump is doing the right things for America.
I want to ask you a question because Trump recently spoke on the P. Diddy trial, and he asked, they would ask Donald Trump, would he pardon P. Diddy if he was convicted or along the trial? You being good friends with Trump, I'm sure you've been to some Diddy parties with Trump if they had him around you. Do you think Trump would pardon P. Diddy if he's convicted?
I have no idea. I think that's, I certainly wouldn't recommend it.
Right. Thank you for that answer. All right, before you go, there are so many people worried or concerned about the tariffs placed on different countries. What would you say concerning the Trump's tariff decisions?
Well, I think his goal is to make it more desirable to build factories in America and hire Americans. And that's why he's putting up these barriers specifically to make America richer and to make it desirable. And you just saw this happen with the Japanese, who are investing an amazing number of billions of dollars in rebuilding U.S. steel. You've had all sorts of companies announce, one of them in particular, I think it was Nissan, that they're moving their factory from Mexico to, I think, Indiana. What he's trying to do is make it really desirable to create jobs in the U.S.
Ditto. If you're just tuning in, we just want to let our listeners know that we're on the line with Newt Gingrich, our #1 New York Times bestselling author, and his latest installment is called Triumph, America's Greatest Comeback. So if you got a chance to go and look into that, check it out. Any
parting words, Mr. Newt Gingrich?
No, I would say that an amazing country and everybody has the right to pursue happiness, and I would hope that all of our listeners today would try to figure out, what's your dream and go work at it. What makes America great is Americans, not the government, individual Americans pursuing their dream.
Hey, I heard you. Thank you.
Good morning. I just want to say thank y'all so much for putting that author on the radio this morning. Y'all are giving people really good insight because the news will have y'all really confused and lost, and I really think it's another great perspective to see the other side of things, of how America can be looked at as a business, and Trump is doing a really great job at trying to handle the collateral damage that the Democrats have left in the office. Not to say I'm a Republican or a Democrat. I just see things for logic and what it is, so thank y'all so much.
What's your name, Mel?
My name is Faith. Is this Sadi?
Yeah, what's that?
Sadi, I love you. I be trying to vouch for you. Miss Shanika be being mean to you. Sadi, I love you so much. I know you a married man, but Sadi, you be on it, man. You really be on it. You really be woke. I wish I could see you in person. We would have such good, great conversations. I call in every now and then. My name's Faith.
Yeah.
Your name, Cousin Faith, because you sound like a mistress.
She is a cousin. She understands what they don't know. I can't say it in their face.
Right.
But they don't want to know.
No, they don't. And CNN, I look at them like TMZ. All the news channels, they're looking for the best story, not the true story. That's what I like to say.
Come on now.
And they're just confusing people because it's propaganda. People make more money off of villainizing people and putting out, garbage, because that's what people are eating. We're literally eating garbage. All these chemicals in our food, we're poisoned. And it's a biological warfare on the black community, so we got to stay woke. I mean, if I could put a black man in office, I would. But I'm not a Christian, but I do say God don't make no mistakes. And he put that man in office for a reason. And I trust God. Whether it's, whoever's in office, I'm going to trust God and just pray. But I think Trump is very smart. I really do. And I think he's really good for America because this is a corporation. That's why we got SSNs and EINs up in this bitch, okay?
Wow. And there it is, man. Yeah. She gave you your flowers, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Definitely, man. Hey, Date Dilemma coming up. You know how it goes. 1-844-986-4562, man. Keep it locked. It's Young Jock in the Streets. You want to take over.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Candy. Every weekday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm listening to the best damn morning show, Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
On this beautiful Wednesday, want to take the time to just shout out everybody who's celebrating a birthday today, man. Today in some places, it's considered the hottest day of the year already. And I also would like to shout out anybody who has decided to stop procrastinating and go after whatever dream they've truly aspired to go after, because I know so many of my friends who sit down and will cry on my shoulder because they feel like I got a chance to live out my dreams and they didn't live out theirs. And I said, well, why didn't you live out yours? They said they were scared, or somebody said they didn't feel like they had the support. So you never know what people are going through and how they're feeling. So just also remember to be kind to people. What up, Shy?
All right. Big happy birthday. Shout out to Ari. Happy birthday, Ari. 35. You getting old, girl. And happy birthday to all the cancers out there. Shouty?
Hey, man, shout out to all my brothers and sisters who listen to us in the military, man. We love you guys, and we want you to continue to support us. Call us and let us know how y'all feel sometime, man. We know we got a big military supporting from VA all the way down the East Coast and everywhere. So big shout out to all my people in the military.
That is. We're about to get up out of here. We'll catch y'all in the morning.
Yep.
Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streetz Morning Takeover.